Good afternoon and welcome to the 2020 PTA pinning ceremony. Hello to those of you who are on the other side of the camera. My name is Heather McCrell and I'm the program director for the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. Wow, this feels different. It's so great to see you, and I really feel like this is an awesome day to celebrate. For one, you're graduated and y'all are working, and but I guess the other reason is y'all are the 10th graduating class, and I'm so happy to see you here on campus and not on the other side of a screen, and I'm just so proud of you. Y'all look so beautiful and handsome, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be here today. I hate that family and friends are distanced, but we know, I hope you know that they are holding you close to their heart right now, and that they are with you right here in spirit, and they have been with you throughout this journey. And so even though they're not in this room, I hope you feel their presence, and I know that they're so proud of you as well. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce our administration and faculty that have supported this program and supported each one of you. And so I'm thankful for our administration always and what they give to this program. I'd like to first introduce Dr. Burke, our interim president, Dr. Stevenson, our vice president of Calhoun, Dr. Wilson, vice president of student services, Dean McGill, the Dean of Health Sciences, Ms. Tiffany Bain, who is the Allied Health Department Chair as well as our clinical coordinator, Ms. Mandy Irway, who is our lab assistant, Mrs. Lynch, who is our lab assistant, and then Ms. Mary Thompson, who is unable to make it right now, who is our adjunct faculty. So I know that each one of you here know that you're so supported both by our administration and by our faculty. And now I'd like to welcome up our president, Dr. Burke, to say a few words.
Good afternoon. One of the strange things about wearing these masks is that you can't tell when people are smiling. So when I had my mask on up here, when I was sitting just now, I was smiling the whole time. Because I like events like this where we celebrate a milestone. And you guys have been through this process, and you have persevered through times that have been tough, I'm sure. And as she mentioned, your families and your friends have stuck with you through this time, and now you're finished, and you can take a deep breath and relax, and it's all over with. I understand that many of you have even passed your exam already, and so you're ready to go. I congratulate you for that. So you are now an educated, skilled, and licensed, again for many of you, or will be, healthcare team member. And that speaks a lot, I think, for who you are as a person. And we all admire that, and admire folks that are members of medical teams even more as a result of events in the last few months. Now, again, I know this spring semester this past has not been easy, but I want to commend you for hanging in there, sticking with it, and doing what you need to do to get it done. So thanks, and thank you for the privilege of being here with you to celebrate this event. And I wish every one of you well from here on out. And don't forget us. Come back to see us, okay? Thank you.
Okay, they tell me it's my turn now. Welcome. I want to congratulate you all. You know, I say this to every program, and I mean it, okay? So I don't want you to take this that I'm just saying it flippantly, okay? But the PTA program is one of the most difficult programs on campus, and it is it's challenging beyond anything anyone that's outside of the program can imagine. It requires a high level of commitment and dedication to be successful. I'm honored to have been asked to speak to you today, because I know sometimes, usually your keynote is a PT or a PTA or even someone who employs PTAs, and I'm not any of those. So I'm kind of wondering why they asked me to speak. And sometimes, when you're an administrator and you've been doing it a long time, when you're getting kind of ready to retire, they kind of throw some, rose petals at you and say, come speak at our graduation. Now, what they don't know is I'm not retiring anytime soon. But this might be a ploy to get me to go out. So we'll assume that that's not it. I really have been searching for what to say. I want to say something that makes a lasting impression on you. But I also realize that you're probably just kind of ready to get out of here and join your family who's watching online. So I'm going to split the difference with you. And I'm going to try to make an impression and keep it short. Plus my boss, who I just told I wasn't retiring, told me to keep it short, so I kind of don't have a choice. I can spend all kind of time talking about great motivational principles, which would be beneficial and could help you as a physical therapist as well as you go through life. But I don't really have time because I've already said we're going to try to keep it short. We're here to celebrate success, as Dr. Burke alluded to. And so it got me to thinking about success, why we're here, and how do we define success. And in case you didn't know, everybody has a definition of what success is. Society has an idea. Your coaches have an idea. Your parents have an idea. Your spouse and children have ideas of what means or what equals success. So today you're going to get to hear what I think success is. And I'm going to use a person who I've relied on throughout the years to help guide me, to help me do that. He's not actually going to be here, but you'll get more about that in just a second. So the person I'm referring to is a teacher and a coach. He was a head coach from 1945 until 1975. He has so many records and accolades that I can only mention the ones that it's predicted will never be broken. Those include 88 consecutive victories, 10 national championships, 7 consecutive national championships, 38 consecutive NCAA tournament victories, and 4 undefeated seasons. If you're not a sports person, it's okay, go with me on this, that's a big deal. He had a nickname of the Wizard of Westwood. The person I'm referring to is John Wooden. And if I was an awesome storyteller, I would end this like a person I used to listen to with my dad, and I would say, and now you know the rest of the story. That's Paul Harvey for you folk. Yeah, y'all know. John Wooden always wanted to be referred to as a teacher, not a coach. That's how he wanted to be remembered, and that's how he viewed himself. He held 2 main principles that kind of epitomize success. One is, don't try to be better than someone else. And number 2, always try to be the best you can be. When you think about, when you do any kind of research on John Wooden, he had a biblical principle to everything he taught throughout the years. And when you think about those two main principles of success, and you correlate that back to the Bible, you can see where he got that from. Because remember, the Bible teaches us to always hold yourself to God's standard and not your neighbor. And always do your best as if you were working for the Lord. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Wooden developed a pyramid of success, and you guys know how a pyramid looks. It's foundationally, it's long on the bottom, and it goes to a point. Each one of those were building blocks. There's 15 building blocks to this pyramid. There's no way I can talk about all 15. We'd be here all day. But I am going to talk about the foundation, and those are only 5. They include industriousness, friendship, loyalty, cooperation, and enthusiasm. Industriousness is just hard work. And I'm telling you, as I look around in our society, there are so many people that are trying to find the easy way out. They try to find where the shortcut is. You guys have demonstrated that you know there are no shortcuts to being a physical therapist assistant. If you found a shortcut, you're not sitting here today because the program is not designed that way. So everything you do, understand, there's nothing free, there's nothing easy. It's okay to work hard. You're not being punished, you're not being singled out. Hard work's okay. Keep in mind, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. That's a Proverb 21:5. I told you, everything I'm going to talk about has got a biblical reference to it. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. When we have to work hard, y'all tell me, isn't it more fun to enjoy what you're doing? So I hope and pray that you've chosen a career field that you actually get up in the morning and enjoy coming to work. And I'm here to tell you that I've been doing this for 32 years. And Dr. Burke, in spite of what we're doing now, I get up every morning and really do enjoy coming to work. You can't go through the things you guys have gone through and what we're having to go through now and not enjoy it. So keep that in mind. Never be lazy in your work, but serve the Lord enthusiastically. Again, that's out of Romans 12. Friendship. If we're going to work successfully with others, we've got to demonstrate mutual esteem and devotion. We're not designed to be alone. That's what's made this pandemic so hard. We're not supposed to be secluded. We're not supposed to be quarantined. Now, we're having to do that, but that's not how God made us. We're to be with people. And that's what friendship means. That's what coming to work and having work friends and home friends and people you run around with, that you've got a lot of friends. So don't ever go into your field and go into your clinic and go into your hospital and think, I've got this, I can do this all by myself. None of us can do it by ourselves. 3 or even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. They use that a lot in weddings when they talk about man and woman and the Holy Spirit. That's out of Ecclesiastes. Cooperation. Now, sometimes I get accused of not being very cooperative. Now, I don't see it that way. What I see is I'm willing to ask the hard question and not just be status quo. So be careful. Sometimes when we're not being very cooperative, we still need to be kind and gentle. Now, I might fail at that sometimes, so don't follow me on that. But you should cooperate. You should try to be a team player. You should go along and work for the benefit of all. 2 people can accomplish more than twice as much as one. They get a better return for their labor. That's also out of Ecclesiastes. And the last one is loyalty. The foundational quality gets us through hard times. Will you compromise your integrity when temptation is great? Or will you remain loyal to your beliefs and what makes you you? You've got a set of core values. You're going to take an oath. You've already talked about things as a physical therapist assistant, but you may be put in a position to have to go against what makes you you, and that's when the times get tough. It says, so then, brethren, stand firm and hold to the traditions which you were taught, whether by word of mouth or by letter. That's out of 2 Thessalonians. So when did you know you succeeded? First, don't worry about what others think. They don't know. Success will occur many times in your life. And because you've had success once does not guarantee that you'll have it again. That's why every day you got to do what? You got to ask for fresh grace. You got to get up and work hard. Cannot rest on what you did yesterday because there's no guarantee. You've all had success by completing this program. And it's not a small accomplishment by any stretch of the imagination. I don't want to take anything away from what you've accomplished today, but evaluate yourself today. Go forward and ask yourself the question, did I make the best effort to do my best? Did I give it my all? So don't let someone else define success for you. You know how much effort you put in. And when you get in your closet, when you're sitting alone by yourself and you're really evaluating, you got to think, I didn't work as hard as I could have. That's why I haven't achieved what I wanted. Remember, only you and God know the answer to how hard did you work. So hopefully at the end of your journey, you'll hear those words, well done, my good and faithful servant. I want to thank you for being a part of this program. Your class is unique, and you've made a lasting impression. And we know that you're going to go forward, and you're going to represent yourself and Calhoun Community College with honor and pride. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean McGill. I didn't realize I was going to get a sermon today, but I did enjoy that, so we appreciate it very much. All right, so now you guys, if you're ready, you're going to take the physical therapy oath, so I'll have you stand up. And then as I say the statement, you'll just repeat, I will, okay? So as you enter the profession of physical therapy to practice as a physical therapist assistant, do you solemnly and willingly pledge the following? Will you respect the right and dignity of all individuals, and will you provide compassionate care? Will you be trustworthy towards your patients and clients and in all other aspects of physical therapy practice? Will you place the welfare of your patients and clients above your own self-interest? Will you provide accurate and relevant information to patients and clients about their care and to the public about physical therapy services? Will you exercise sound judgment and comply with laws and regulations that govern physical therapy and protect the public from unethical, incompetent, and illegal acts? Will you maintain professional competence and promote high standards for physical therapy practice, education, and research? Will you address the health needs of society and strive to effect changes that benefit patients, clients, and the community? Will you respect the rights, knowledge, and skills of colleagues and other healthcare professionals and seek consultation whenever the welfare of the patient or client may be advanced? So with that oath, you freely accept the responsibilities that accompany the practice of physical therapy. All right, so you can have a seat. We're going to pass out the pens now.
And as we call your name, you're going to come across the stage. You can grab a pen, and I hope we can celebrate each person. So it's so quiet in here, so feel free to cheer and clap and celebrate.
Woohoo! Yay. Okay, as I call your name, you can come by, but I'm going to call out your classmates that aren't here as well. Okay. Nicole Archer, Becky Asbell, Cameron Black, Mackenzie Daniel, not really Daniel anymore, Susan Davis, Jessica Davenport, Maggie Dutton, Matt Fincher, Brittany Franks, Rebecca Kirkland, Christina Lewis, Taylor McCarver, Ashley Mooney, Emma Grace O'Rear, Trinity Ridley, Anna Roberts, Ben Robinson, Emily Smith, Adrian Stewart, Blaine Terry, Rose Travis, Jessica Urban, Kylie Wheelis, congratulations.
Oh, there's a humongous spider up here. I'm so sorry. Okay, just more uniqueness of this group, right? So as we close, I just want to say a few comments. So you as a group are going to be very special to me, and I know to the rest of the faculty, because we celebrated several things together. We went through obstacles together. You will be the class that we'll always remember as the first that we've ever had a pandemic with. Many of you, we've cried together. I've prayed with you. Some of us shared pregnancies together, and so this group, I will kind of take from what Dean McGill says, is my favorite group. And so you will always hold a special place in our heart. I'm so proud of what you overcame, how you got through the end and persevered. And I know that when I go out into the clinic, I'm going to get exceptional comments on the clinicians that you guys are. And I look forward to seeing you in the clinic, and I look forward to you guys educating future PTAs, because I know that you would be great in that role too. So I just say go forth, be excellent, and strive to always continue to educate yourself, learn more about the profession, get specialties, and just continue to grow. I love you guys, and congratulations.